actor Yang Yang, slow is fast, and settling down is the key to steady progress. Yang Yang's words in an exclusive interview with People's Daily reveal the clarity and determination of a young actor. He said that being an actor is his roots, being an idol carries responsibility, and that popularity is merely a megaphone given by the times. What's most touching is his calm approach to these 2 years of settling down, not rushing for exposure or chasing popularity, solely focused on honing his skills. In the entertainment industry, a world of fame and fortune, too many people race against time to assert their presence, fearing the loss of their presence. But Yang Yang chose a different path, slowing down and returning to his roots as an actor. He doesn't use popularity as capital, but rather as a tool to spread responsibility. He doesn't view his idol status as a halo, but rather as a driving force for self-improvement. From Jiabao to U2, each of Yang Yang's roles feels like an encounter, a fate. He constantly strives to break through, refusing to remain in his comfort zone. Although he's been off the screen for the past 2 years, he hasn't stopped growing. Rather, he's been quietly gathering strength during these unnoticed times. He speaks sincerely and walks with steadfastness. In this volatile industry, maintaining such clarity and perseverance is incredibly precious. I believe his dedication is for the sake of better meeting audiences in the future. We look forward to seeing Yang Yang again with new works and roles. Amid the clamor of the entertainment industry, actor Yang Yang remains a breath of fresh air. His steadiness, depth, and profound dedication to his roles have earned him recognition from both audiences in the industry. In a recent interview with People's Daily, he once again demonstrated the clarity and depth of a fine actor. His approach to portraying Han Li and his unique understanding of audience labels are particularly striking. This young actor has already found his place in this volatile industry. Character portrayal, feeling the character's underlying mood with heart. Yang Yang mentioned in the interview that to portray Han Li an immortal's journey to immortality, he used his heart to feel the character's underlying qualities. This seemingly simple statement captures the most essential relationship between an actor and their role, not one of performance, but of symbiosis. Han Li, a classic character in immortal cultivation fiction, possesses a complexity far beyond typical film and television portrayals. He is both an ordinary mortal and a cultivator who defies fate, possessing a deep desire for power and a detachment from the mundane world. How can such a character be brought to life on screen? Yang Yang's approach was to immerse himself. He revealed that during preparation for the role, he read extensively from the original novel, even excerpting Han Li's psychological monologues, attempting to capture the character's soul between the lines. He also researched the imagery of mortals in immortal cultivation culture, believing that Han Li's growth trajectory perfectly embodies the simple Chinese philosophy of heaven rewards hard work. This archaeological approach to character development allowed Yang Yang's performance to transcend a simple repetition of lines, becoming a true voice for Han Li. One audience member commented, Yang Yang's Han Li's eyes convey both the timidity of a mortal and the perseverance of a cultivator. This layered quality is truly rare. Labels and coordinates, finding a path to growth in audience reviews. Faced with the various labels bestowed upon him by the audience, Yang Yang demonstrates a clarity beyond his years. He said, the different labels the audience bestows are actually coordinates they assign to him at different times. This statement is a classic illustration of the relationship between actors and audiences. In an era where traffic is paramount, many artists are either constrained by labels or eager to shed them, but Yang Yang sees labels as coordinates, both a positioning and a direction. Looking back on his acting career, from Jiabao in Dream of the Red Chamber to Zionai in Love 020, from Yi Xiu in The King's Avatar to U2 in You're My Glory, each of Yang Yang's roles has been labeled differently: handsome man in ancient costumes, esports god, aerospace engineer. Yet, he has never been defined by these labels. Instead, he uses them as a springboard for continuous self-improvement. For example, in Special Warfare Glory, he volunteered to undergo military training, even injuring his knee from intense action scenes, just to embody the soldierly demeanor of Yan Poyu. This reverence for and transcendence of coordinates is a precious quality of his as an actor. A period of recession, accumulating cultural strength in silence. Yang Yang admitted that he hasn't released any new works in the past 2 years because he wanted to allow himself more time to mature. In the fast-paced film and television industry, such a choice requires tremendous courage. However, Yang Yang's period of recuperation is by no means a blank period, but rather a different form of creation. He intensively studied calligraphy and Chinese painting, drawing strength from traditional culture, He rereads Huangzi and the Analects of Confucius, seeking the fulcrum of his performances in classical philosophy. He said, "An actor's foundation determines the depth of a character, and that foundation requires time to mature." This cultural awareness has gradually imbued Yang performances with a unique Chinese temperament. In Martial Universe, he incorporated the Taoist philosophy of combining strength and softness into Lin Duang's martial arts. In Who Rules the World, he portrayed the noble character He Fengxi with the demeanor of a scholar. One critic noted, Yang's performances are beginning to possess the texture of traditional culture, a realm unattainable for popular actors. Cultural confidence, the actor's two-way journey with the times. Yang's admiration for traditional culture is not only a personal artistic pursuit but also reflects the cultural confidence of a new-age actor. In interviews, he repeatedly mentioned our culture. Chinese stories offer inexhaustible inspiration. For example, Han Li's mortal's journey to immortality is essentially a romantic expression of the national spirit of man conquering nature. This conscious sense of cultural belonging ensures that his characters consistently resonate with the audience. From Zhang Kailing in Grave Robbers Chronicles to Song Yan in My Human Fireworks, Yang's characters often combine modernity with traditional beauty. For example, Song Yan's firefighter identity is imbued with the spiritual core of the greatest hero as one who serves his country and his people. Zhang Kailing's immortality alludes to the Chinese myth's pursuit of eternal life. This ability to modernize classical imagery is a vivid manifestation of cultural confidence. Conclusion: treat the role as a gift, the career as a path. Treat each role as a gift from God at a specific time. Yang's words are perhaps the best footnote to his acting career. Between popularity and talent, he chose the latter. Between impetuousness and stability, he chose the latter. Between labels and coordinates, he still chose the latter. It is precisely this choice that has made each of his life roles a classic in the audience's memory. Today, as we anticipate Han Li's debut, we anticipate not only the birth of a character, but also the epic journey of an actor, rooted in culture and guided by his role. As Yang said, an actor's ultimate mission is to let the role illuminate reality. And he is walking toward that light with the most sincere steps.